Welcome everyone to this full moon reading for the month of September. So this full moon is in Pisces and it's on the 10th of September. Now this full moon in Pisces, Pisces being a water sign, it has the traits of sensitivity and faith. It's ruled by Neptune, which is about imagination, dreams and illusions. So these energies are going to play out a little bit for each sign differently. Now remember, the full moon is a time when we get clarifications and results from the questions and the intentions we set at the last new moon. It's a time of looking at what worked and what hasn't worked, and areas that you might need to tweak or let go of altogether. It's time for gratitude and forgiveness and acceptance of where you find yourself now. So please watch for your rising sign first, as I will be covering the houses that this falls in for each sign. Then watch for your sun and moon signs, because then that will give you a bigger picture of the energies for the month and how they're likely to play out for you. As always, these are general readings, general messages, so please just take what resonates with you and just leave the rest. Welcome Taurus to your full moon reading for the 10th of September. So this full moon is in Pisces, and if you're a rising sign Taurus, this full moon plays out in your 11th house. Now your 11th house is ruled by Uranus and it influences groups, so friends, partnerships, your goals, inspirations, networking, how you network, with whom do you network. It's your hopes and wishes. And it's also anything to do with the internet. So let's have a look, Taurus, what messages Spirit wants to give you for this full moon. Now this full moon is in Pisces on the 10th of September. And Pisces is a water sign, and the traits of a Pisces, or the sign Pisces, not necessarily the people, but the sign, is really sensitivity and faith. And their ruling planet is Neptune. Now Neptune is imagination, dreams and delusions. So let's see how these energies play out in your reading. Oh, I like this realization card for you, Taurus, especially when, you know, your 11th house is your hopes and wishes, goals, aspirations, as well as friends and groups and networking. Okay, last message for Taurus, please, Spirit, for the full moon in Pisces, please. Oh, I'm going to grab that one. Wonderful, nice card to end on, that 10 of Wands. So we have the numerology oracle, and you have intuition with 22. You have the moonology oracle, and it's the full moon in Cancer. A personal issue reaches resolution, sorry. I don't know why I said conclusion, sorry. Then we have the Queen of the Moon oracle, and you have realization. I love this card. In the Universal Rider-Waite Tarot, you have the Six of Pentacles and Justice. And then in the Witches Tarot, you have the 10 of Wands. So let's have a look at these cards for you. Actually, just let me just grab those energies just. It's an interesting messages here for you, Taurus. So we start off with 22 with intuition. So you've got the double 2. So the 2 is all about, it's partnerships again. It's new partnerships. And your 11th house, Taurus, is all about groups and networks. So that's quite interesting. So there's going to be something about people here. The 2 is also, well, it's intuition, it's diplomacy, it's balance, patience, it's listening, slowing down. It's all about trust and patience. So it's a real balanced card. And it's a real card of, it's a balanced number. And it's really a calm number. You know, because if you think, you know, patience, balance, peace, intuition, diplomacy, listening, slowing down, trust, then it's not really action driven. It's more the calm end. It's rather than talking, it's the listening. Rather than the doing, it's the being. And it also, so the 2 2s add up to 4, which is the real foundation number. You know, we're building that foundation. So it's organization, it's planning, it's work. It's taking care of all those little details in our everyday life. It's concentration. It can be a busy time. It's a time when you use your logic, you're focused, and you're committed to whatever you're doing, and generally in a way that brings you security and stability. So your intuition is really going to have a driving force for you at this full moon. Now, Taurus, these moon readings basically take you from full moon to full moon, and then the new moon readings give you an additional energy from new moon to new moon. So it's kind of like another 4-week cycle. And I feel that your intuition is really going to be at the forefront. And I'm wondering if it's what you're going to be using in order to move forward in your life, to give yourself greater stability, to give yourself greater security. It's what you're going to use when it comes to, you know, the goals that you're driven to achieve. When it comes to networking and how you interact with groups and people. So your intuition, Taurus, is really going to be your guiding light in the next 4 weeks. And I'm wondering if something at this full moon on the 10th of September is going to really illuminate just how on point your intuition is, and just maybe how much you have actually come to listen to it. You have actually started tuning into it, maybe not even realizing. And you've got this full moon in Cancer, a personal issue reaches resolution. And I'm wondering if this is going to be in this situation. And because, remember, your 11th house is groups and friends and networks. It's your goals and aspirations as well. So it could be something playing out in that area of your life with those people in your life. Or just with a goal that you've been trying to achieve. And suddenly you're just going to get a notion, something deep inside of you that helps you bring something to a resolution, to a conclusion. And I'm seeing the blue, and the blue is your throat chakra. So I kind of feel that it's probably going to come through in communication. You have realization, and I'm just going to, so you can really see. You know, it's like peeking through a keyhole, and what you couldn't really quite see, suddenly you can see so much clearer, because look at the size of that keyhole. And I often find this realization card, it often makes me think that the answer was there all the time. It's just that you couldn't see it because you weren't at the threshold of walking through the door or understanding whatever it is you needed to understand. So I often find things are hidden to us until we come to the wisdom of being able to understand them, or just even be able to acknowledge or see them. And I feel this realization of whatever it's going to be in your life is very much linked to your intuition. And it's going to really open something up for you. Now that can be in our physical reality, our world, or it can just be something in you. There is something in you or in your world, in your life, that gets unlocked. And I really feel it's going to be quite profound. I think it's really going to really bring you something, because I'm going to go straight to the Ten of Wands, because it's going to bring you to a realization. And remember, this is your 11th house for rising sign Taurus. So this is your aspirations, your goals, and your hopes and wishes. And this signifies a wish, a hope. You know, getting to the castle, getting back home, getting to a place where you can unburden yourself and rest. And the Ten of Wands for me is the ending of tough situations, the ending of a difficult journey, but one that has been fruitful, one that really has brought you great lessons, and therefore, if you've tuned into them, great wisdom. It's the ending of something difficult, and with this full moon in Cancer, a personal issue reaches resolution. The outcome is good. The outcome will see you unburdening yourself. And that might be by saying your truth. It might be by realizing, becoming open to something that you previously didn't really maybe even think of or believe in. And it's this increased intuition that is really bringing you something really special, Taurus. You have the Six of Pentacles and the Justice. And these two cards to me is that ultimate balance. It's, you know, really representative of this intuition card. And this is balanced in our 3D world, in your day-to-day reality, life, and also balance of the universe bringing you balance. Because the minor arcana for me is ways in which we help ourselves, what we can do or what we do. And the major arcana is the universe, how it plays a part. Because remember, we co-create in our world. It's not just us. We co-create with something bigger than us. And so this is balance that's maybe brought on by the universe, because the universe is realigning things so that they are just and fair, which will enable you to do the same in your everyday life. This is ultimate balance. If you have been giving a lot, you will receive. If you have been receiving a lot, you will be giving back. And it's a beautiful energy. When we are balanced, we are in harmony. Things flow. We don't give more than we have. We don't come from a place of lack, and therefore we don't give at all. And I'm not talking about giving just money. You know, we can give of our time. We can give of our knowledge. We can give by just listening to somebody. And it's this balance. It's in this, because balance is calm waters. You know, we can balance on a canoe quite well when the water's calm. But when it's really choppy, well, our balance is a bit more precarious. You know, we're more likely to end up in the water. But with this balanced energy, there's calm. And this is where, you know, our intuition can come to the forefront, because our mind is calm, we are calm, and therefore we see more, we acknowledge more. Realization comes to us much more easily. And so does solutions to problems we might have. You know, solutions to the questions we might be asking ourselves. And it really enables us to drop our burdens, to end cycles that don't serve us anymore. Or it could just be the work that you have been doing, you'll be able to put down, sell. This is harvest. It's harvest time. You're carrying back your harvest. And once you get to the city, to the castle, you'll be paid. And so it's also reaping the reward of the last journey, of the last work you have done. But your intuition, it's your overall energy for this reading, Taurus, regardless of if this is your sun, moon, rising sign, it doesn't matter. Your intuition for the next 4 weeks is really going to be important. So at the new moon, when you set your intentions, when you look at what are your wishes, what are your new intentions. Allow your intuition to be in the driver's seat. I'm going to leave you with those messages, Taurus. Love and light, my friends. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.